Nigeria's Court of Appeal on Wednesday granted Independent National Electoral Commission's prayer to reconfigure the Bimodal Voter Accreditation System (Bvas) machines deployed for the February 25th presidential and National Assembly polls. The three-man appellate court panel, led by Joseph Ikyegh, granted permission to reconfigure the Bvas to the electoral umpire ahead of the March 11th gubernatorial and state houses of assembly elections, an exercise that has since been postponed to 18th of the same month. However, Inec was ordered by the three-man panel to upload the data on Bvas to its back-end server and ensure the availability of verified copies of the data to the respondents. Inec's counsel, Tanimu Inuwa, said the application of Peter Obi and Labour Party was meant to stop the electoral body from tampering with the Bvas, but Inec deposed to the affidavit while clarifying that the action wasn't meant to deprive the back-end server of those data.
What the application of Peter Obi and Labour Party was that we should be stopped from tampering with the Bvas machine. We now, before they finish the inspection and all those things, our ICT expert deposed to the affidavit that no, reconfiguring the Bvas machine will not tamper with the data contained this, because we are sending the data to our back-end clouds and server. And there was no counter affidavit or further affidavit to controvert what we say. The court has no option than to accept what we are saying as the position of the law and the true position.
Counsel to Atiku Abubakar and the People's Democratic Party, Joe Kyari Gazama, said the Exparte order granted by the Court of Appeal to have a forensic examination of data on Inec's database was still subsisting as the electoral umpire withdrew its application to vary that order.
To our greatest surprise and advantage, having worked in the last few days, having burnt midnight candle to oppose the application by Inec to vary that order, which we cherish, somehow they withdrew the application by themselves. And it was struck out. The question is, what is the implication? What is the legal implication of that withdrawal and eventual striking out of their motion on notice, which brought us to court today? That simply means that the reliefs granted by the court on the 3rd of March 2023 stand. In other words, they have to comply with the orders of court and allow us have access. And we need just 7 days to have all that we need.
Similarly, counsel to Peter Obi and Labour Party described the position of the court as satisfactory for his team as it refused Inec's bid to vary the Exparte order, allowing his clients access to Inec's data storage system.
In all, the good news is that the initial order of the court made on the 3rd of March, permitting Peter Gregory Obi and Labour Party to inspect the facilities of Inec, including the Bvas machine, which they intend to use to prove their petition. Those orders are sustained. The application seeking to vary it was refused.
The electoral body will now edge on with the configuration of Bvas as PDP and LP continue to wait on the wings to exercise the Exparte order granted by Nigeria's appellate court. In Abuja, Nigeria's capital, Abiodun Mohammed, Top Accolade News.